15 years ago, Call of Duty Black Ops was released, and when your boy was still growing fetus inside of my mum, this game was absolutely popping off for all of the right reasons. It was simple, it was fast-paced and arcadey, and historic for gaming in general. I mean, everything you want in a COD is in this game. A great campaign, which has great replay value, COD Zombies, which doesn't really get boring, and I'm pretty sure has DLC packs, and a multiplayer you can spend hours on, even if you're getting cussed out and people saying racial slurs to you. But apart from that, I think the game is great. I think even today it holds up, and today I'm going to show you and tell you why. So today I have 3 main bullet points for what I will be talking about. Why I returned to the game and why I think you should too, population and matchmaking in 2025, and my overall takeaway. Alright, so recently I got hit with this wave of nostalgia, and I thought, why not go back to one of the games that pretty much shaped my childhood? I've been playing newer Call of Duty titles for years, like Vanguard, Cold War, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, but something in me just wanted that old school feeling again, so I fired up the Xbox 360, dusted off the disc, and here we are, Black Ops 1 in 2025, which is pretty fortunate for me because it gives me the exact idea to actually come back and play these games, because I've been seeing people, hopping on this trend on YouTube and TikTok where people are, going back to the older and classic CODs like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 for example, Modern Warfare 3, stuff from that peak era. So I figured it's the perfect time to jump in myself and see if the game still hits the way it used to. And honestly, part of why I'm doing this is just for pure nostalgia. I wanted to compare this game / these games to the modern COD titles and see what's changed, for better or worse. Because let's be real, the feeling these older games gave us is something different, bro. And that's the exact reason I love them. And, it's also the exact reason I'm coming back to play them today. So now, the real question, is the game still alive and can you find servers? So the next step is the first thing you need to check is whether the game is actually even alive in 2025. And honestly, I was surprised. I wasn't expecting much, but I actually found players. Not a full booming population or anything, but enough matches to get going. It's not dead, but it's definitely living on life support. Now once I actually got round to matchmaking, most lobbies were half full at best, but sometimes I get lucky and find a full match, but other times it was me and 3 people fighting for our lives. And yeah, a couple of modded lobbies popped up, because it is an old Call of Duty, but honestly, it wasn't as bad as I expected, because mostly you get guys who are modding the game to all hell, and it just becomes boring and repetitive and not fun. For example, I'm just about to go in a game here, just trying to find a game of TDM, and boom! Straight into a game of Villa on Team Deathmatch in the Big 25, and it only took 2 seconds to find a full match? But apart from that, matchmaking definitely is longer than it used to be, I imagine back in the day. You blinked, and then you're in the game. But now, around, it takes about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. I got quite lucky there, but maybe it was quicker when flip phones were still a thing. The fact it still finds matches, though, is kind of impressive. And now, the final step, or chapter I guess, my final review and takeaway. After spending some time back on this game, I can honestly say it was absolutely worth it. There's something refreshing about going back to a Call of Duty that isn't trying to overwhelm you with a million systems and features. I gotta click 100 buttons just to put a camo on my gun. But anyway, it reminded me why I fell in love with the series in the first place. Its simplicity and arcadey atmosphere just gave me something. It kind of reshaped my whole kind of view on shooter games. And that's what I love most about this game. And now, does the game still hold up to date in 2025? Honestly, yeah, it does. Not everything aged perfectly though, but sure, the graphics are dated, the servers can be a little shaky, but the core gameplay, the maps, the pacing, the gunfights, that stuff still feels solid. It's crazy how well the fundamentals from this era still work till this day, and they're arguably probably better than Black Ops 7. And now, you, the viewer, should you revisit? If you've got access to the game and you played it back in the day, absolutely. Even if you're a newer COD player, kinda like me, it's worth checking out just to see where the magic started. It's not perfect, it's not polished, but it has some personality, unlike these new games, and that's something modern games sometimes forget.